Hello, I'm Matt the Beautyshaper, and this video is my personal guide for successfully meeting your health and fitness goals. Number one is to have the motivation, determination, and dedication to plug along and not quit when something comes up, whether it's stress, a busy lifestyle, or an injury. There is no valid excuse for stopping an exercise routine. If you have a stressful life, exercise can help relieve it. If you have a busy lifestyle, you can always do body weight exercises at home or at work, at your leisure. If you were injured, you can work on other parts of the body that weren't injured. Don't just quit altogether. As long as your doctor approves it, you can work it. Number two, if you're going to start exercising, you need to also make sure you're not overeating. And to do that, you should get a kitchen scale to weigh your food. Anything that's going into your mouth and into your stomach should be weighed except negative calorie food or raw vegetables and fruit, because it probably won't make much of a difference unless you're eating a lot of it. Number three, download a calorie counting app. If you're going to weigh your food, you might as well have a way to count your calories. The apps are nifty because they ask you for your weight, your height, your age, and they help you determine the activity level so you know how many calories to eat. And that'll help you either gain weight, lose weight, or whatever goal you're trying to obtain. The app will also ask you if you're trying to gain weight or lose weight, and how many pounds. And some apps also let you set the region and the units of measurement, like imperial or metric system. There are some free ones out there that work just fine. No need to pay for a premium service unless you can afford it or if you want to. Number four, get a carb weight gainer so that you can make sure that you're eating the right amount of complex carbs. If you're overweight and trying to lose weight, this can be beneficial because you can use it as a meal replacement and you'll be taking in less fat than from regular meals. As long as you're counting your daily calories and not going over your daily intake, and more importantly, as long as you're reducing your calorie intake if you're trying to lose weight, that's what matters. Just make sure you don't go under 1,500 calories a day unless you spoke to your doctor or a dietitian and he or she says it's okay. Number five, you should get some protein powder so you can maximize the amount of protein you eat while reducing fat intake. You can find a good protein powder with a minimum amount of fat so that you can build muscle and not have to worry about the extra fat in your body. Just like carbohydrate weight gainers, protein powders are a great meal replacement method. An example of how to use weight gainers and protein powders is if you eat a meal or two so far and you've eaten about 1,200 calories and your daily caloric intake is 1,600 calories, you still have 400 calories left. So you can calculate how many grams of protein powder and weight gainers you should have. 400 calories is 100 grams. So depending on how many carbs and how much protein you've calculated on your app, you need to determine how many grams of each you should have. Or maybe you will find that you only need carbs or just protein powder for that day. You also have to decide what liquid you'll use. I use low-fat milk or non-fat milk, but some people like using water or fruit juice. I don't like water, I don't like fruit juice. Basically, it's all about personal preference. Carb weight gainers and protein powders are usually measured in grams though. So you may need to alternate between ounces to grams on your scale, changing it to ounces or grams and vice versa. Number six, if you're serious about losing weight or gaining weight, you need to get a scale to weigh yourself regularly. And hopefully you'll log the weight on a notepad or an Excel file or somewhere, so you can see the variations as time goes on. You can weigh yourself once a week or every 2 weeks or whenever you choose, but don't weigh yourself daily because sometimes the drop or rise in weight could be due to water retention or water loss on a given day. So the weight may not really completely be accurate. If you plan to exercise, be sure to eat a light meal at least a half hour before you start. You should never exercise on an empty stomach, especially if you're diabetic or if you have some underlying medical condition, because your blood glucose levels, sugar levels, glucose levels will drop too much and you could get nauseous or more. Number 7, if you want to build muscles, get a timer. Or you can use a clock that's on the wall if it's convenient and if it has a seconds hand. Waiting a minute between sets helps replenish glycogen stores that help build muscles, and also the ATP stores that help reduce fatigue and muscle recovery between sets. And remember, always check with your doctor or dietitian before starting an exercise program or any new diet. Lastly, always remember that your body is like a temple, and you should always treat it with respect and care. If you take care of your body, it'll take care of you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel so I know there's interest in the information I'm sharing with you. My goal is basically to spread the news on health and fitness so that more people will be conscious of their weight and eat healthy food and eat enough to be satisfied while losing weight. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a great day.